Okay, I'll spend 7 or 8 minutes talking about elephant in the room. Elephant in the room is an idiomatic expression which refers to something that is large and obvious but not talked about. So there are many changes happening in media right now, and I'll use 3 examples to illustrate the elephant in the room. First would be this 3G phenomenon network that the telcos have introduced. So if you look at the newspapers and you drive by, you see this tarpaulin ads for some video portals and video services like Surf TV in the case of Smart Road. So here's a device, 4,500 pesos, which you plug into your television using the RCA jack, and you don't need a PC to quote-unquote surf the web. So, and you pay, there's no monthly fee, and you pay 10 pesos for 30 minutes. So it's practically as cheap as going to your local internet cafe. So think of the implications of that when all of a sudden your child doesn't have to go to the internet cafe because he or she has the television and the Surf TV box, and they can watch television, not television, but web videos online via 3G. So that's the first example. The second example is looking at the prices of hard disk drives nowadays. I remember in 2007, a 1 terabyte hard drive was 30,000 pesos. In 2008 December, I said maybe I should, I was thinking of buying already, but it was still worth 10,000 pesos. December 2009, it was down to 6,000 pesos, and I was already tempted to buy a terabyte hard drive. That's 1,000 gigabytes. And then 2 weeks ago, so this is February, what used to cost 6,000 pesos is now only 4,000 pesos. So it's like 4 pesos per gigabyte of hard drive storage. Now think about it. In the rural areas where they don't have internet access, what if there was a media server and a terabyte hard drive that contained tens of thousands of videos? And as you know, that's what I'm doing in Pagadian, Zamboanga Sur. There are media centers in 14 high schools that don't have internet access, and teachers and the kids are now beginning to use video for their in-classroom learning. So 4,000 pesos divided by 200 academic calendar days, that's around 20 pesos per day. So think about it. A rural area, a rural high school, or a rural grade school that doesn't have any internet access, okay, can enjoy 30,000, 40,000 videos on a terabyte hard drive. And we know there are technologies to manage lots of content. That's where the content management system clone comes in, but that's a different story. Third example of elephant in the room would be this China phone phenomenon. So you now have Blackberries and Nokias and iPhones that have, would you believe it, Wi-Fi connectivity on China iPhones. So here you have a situation where, okay, this reasonably priced iPhones which have this so-called micro SD card or trans flash card, this small itsy-bitsy expansion cards, are now good enough to store rich media. So take the example of a 1 gigabyte SD card or a micro SD card can contain around 16 hours worth of videos, YouTube quality videos, converted into 3GP. That's the format that these phones use. So think of a situation where a typical college student nowadays goes to university, goes to the classroom and attends 16 to 18 hours worth of video lectures. But also think of the commute time and the hassle and the cost of riding the jeep, riding the tricycle, FX and things like that. When now you have the capability to watch the videos on your phone.
He and his companies have provided invaluable technology and support to schools and communities, increasing accessibility to information for learners of all ages.
And mind you, the audio quality is pretty good already. And really, if we're talking about talking head type of videos, the video is not as important as the audio when it comes to these video lectures consumed via your mobile phone. So that's a third example of the elephant in the room. You have China phones with 1 or 2 gigabytes worth of memory space that can contain anywhere between 1 to 2 weeks worth of lectures. So that changes the complexion of education altogether. So to recap, elephant in the room is an idiomatic expression. It talks about something large, but at the same time ignored, not talked about for some reason. Okay, and my 3 examples are first, Surf TV and other 3G offerings from the telcos and the ISPs, which now offer video, okay, straight to your television set without personal computer. Second example is a terabyte hard drive, which at 4,000 pesos can store anywhere between 20 to 30,000 YouTube length videos, and comes out to something like 20 pesos per day, calculated on a 200 calendar day academic school year. And third is the China iPhones, which already have Wi-Fi capability and can store on their memory cards anywhere between 1 to 2 weeks worth of video lectures, 30 to 40 hours worth of video lectures. So the world really has changed, media is changing, and if you listen to C.K. Prahalad of University of Michigan, who is the top thinker for 2009, Dr. Prahalad has coined the term the bottom of the pyramid, which refers to the bottom, 70% of the population in India, China, and the other developing countries that live on less than $2 per day. So there are now solutions and technologies and platforms and devices to start catering to the so-called bottom of the pyramid. And so that's my lecture or a short podcast about the elephant in the room. Thank you.